Hi, everyone. I hope you had such a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you're having a Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Diwali, all of the beautiful religions and cultures of the world. To me, this is the best time of the year, and I had such a wonderful time with my family. My brother just had a baby, so we had beautiful baby energy in the household, which was so cute. My daughter Charlotte got to play big cousin to little baby Madison. Anyway, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And, presents are great, but the greatest gift, like as I found over the years, even though I sell jewelry and I sell gifts and all of the beautiful shiny things, it's really our family, our friends, and our health. So just so grateful for that in my life right now. And I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions. I wanted to talk about, I think, the best way to set a New Year's resolution. So, the way that I think about becoming better and becoming a better version of myself is it's not really in comparison to other people. It's not, I want to have what so and so has. I want to do what so and so does. I can gain inspiration from how other people are living their lives, but I heard something very wise in the past couple months, which really resonated with me, and it's that we are all allowed to think that we are the best, not better than other people, but the best version of ourselves. And that is always the goal to strive for, is not to become better than her or him or them. It's to become a better version of yourself and a better you today than you were yesterday or than you were a month ago or a year ago. And if you are, that's progress, right? Let's say you have a bad week. That's okay because you're a better version of yourself today than you were 5 years ago, hopefully. And if you're not, that's okay. You can get back on track. Anytime that we are finding ourselves unhappy or feeling discontent or ill at ease, that is, I believe, our soul, our heart, our guidance telling us that we need to course correct. Sometimes the most painful things in our lives are the greatest gift because they drive us back to our truest self and our truest path. And I believe all of our truest path is happiness and love and living our best life. We're only here for 100 years if we're lucky, although some of us might live long enough to live forever. We'll see. But we're all here to live a beautiful life. And it's not without pain and it's not without hardship. I know more than a lot of people how hard life can be. And I also know that it's possible to course correct and literally build your dream life in the middle of life. So as we go into 2025, I want to encourage every woman out there, every man out there, every person, every human out there to look at yourself, look at your life, look at the areas where you know you can become a better version of you. And the best version of you, it doesn't have to do with money or being skinnier. It really has to do with being happier and having more love, feeling more love for yourself and for your life and for your loved ones. Because when you feel that, you actually do better things for your health. You become more magnetic for abundance. You become more magnetic for love. When you embody within happiness and love and peace and contentment, despite your outward, external circumstances, which will always ebb and flow, right? Life is seasonal. Life will have summers and winters. Always. Everything is cyclical and seasonal. So it's always going to, it should be expected that you're going to have highs and lows. That is, I tell Charlotte, this is the contract we have with life. Like, if we're lucky enough to be here, we also have to recognize that there are going to be highs and lows for every single human, and they're all going to be different for each and every one of us. So, for New Year's resolutions, I encourage everyone to consider becoming the best version of you that you can right now at this stage in your life. And you can look at all the different categories of your life. You can look at your romantic relationship with your partner. You can look at your relationship to yourself. How often are you talking shit about yourself? How often are you your own best friend? And the more you can become your own best friend and cheer yourself on in your darkest moments and love yourself when you are the worst version of yourself, that's actually how you can heal and course correct and become better, right? Because we all mess up and we all can be the greatest or worst version of ourselves. I don't believe that people can't change. I believe everyone has the capacity to be dark or light. Everyone has the capacity to be their greatest self or their worst self. And it's really all about what we do up here, the narrative that we have in our head, how the glasses that we're wearing through which we look at the world. Is the world a scary, unsafe, terrible place? Is the world a place that has the capacity for great love? And because every human has the capacity for great love, we have the capacity for greatness as a collective humanity. So it all starts with each and every one of us. We can't point the finger at anyone else and say, you need to change so I could be happy, even though we all wish at many moments that we could just do that, because then we would feel happy. But the greatest thing we can do is have agency and I call it radical responsibility, personal responsibility for everything in your life. All the people that are driving you mad or frustrating you, or all the circumstances that you want to change, it actually starts with you. You are the common denominator and the genesis of your life. So if you're wanting your dream life, it all starts with you and your internal state. So good luck setting your New Year's resolutions. And again, think about all the categories of your life: your emotional state, your financial life, your relationship as a parent to your children, your relationship to your romantic partner, your relationship to your family, your relationship to your friends, your relationship to your health. All of these categories all have one common denominator, and that is you and how you feel about yourself and how much you love yourself, or how much you're talking shit about yourself, or how often you're thinking positively and negatively about yourself and the rest of the world around you. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I just wanted to say hi, and I hope everyone had a happy holiday, and set your New Year's resolution. If it's just to be happier and more content, they're doing all these studies on long-term happiness, and it's very consistent. It's not, being the wealthiest. It's not having the biggest house. It's not having this or that. It's really about having gratitude for your life and feeling grateful for everything. Whatever it is that you have in your life, if you live in a safe neighborhood, if you have food that you can have delivered to your door in 30 minutes, if you have family, if you have a roof over your head and clothes, we are so blessed and so lucky. And to just start to be grateful for every little thing that you have. They say that whatever you appreciate will appreciate, and whatever you focus on will expand and become more, right? I was teaching this to Charlotte. She was having kind of a rough day and was thinking about some negative things about herself and her friends and all this stuff. And I just talked to her about whatever we think about, it's going to grow. And so do we want to fertilize the soil of positive thoughts about our life and grow that? Or do we want to ruminate and fertilize the soil over negative things in our life and grow that? And we're all doing that, whether we're children or adults, and it can become habitual. That's what rumination is. Rumination leads to depression. It's actually the number one cause of depression is ruminating, thinking over and over in your head about the things that upset you, the things that you don't want to happen. And instead, one thing that you can do is create a narrative for the thing that you're ruminating on that is the polar opposite. So whatever it is that is negative, flip it to a positive and write it down and look at it every day. Look at it morning and night. If it's, whatever it may be. I don't want to make up something, because everyone has their own things that they ruminate about: finances, relationship, self-image, all of these things, friendships. Create the narrative that will serve you and your life. Create the narrative that will build your dream life. You are in charge. No one is going to build your dream life, only you. So as you think about your New Year's resolutions, think about the areas that you want your life to be better. And just know that if you want your relationship to be better, it starts with you. If you want your relationship with your children to be better, it starts with you. Whatever, if you want your friendships to be better, it starts with you. And what that does is it puts the power back in your hands. So just think about all the areas of your life. Think about the life that you want. I always tell my friends, like, you can create an album in your phone. It could be your vision board, but all you just, screenshot all of the things that, it's not about like wanting the big house. It's about wanting the emotional state of freedom and happiness and ease. I think that's what, and love, that's what everyone is after. And so the more you focus on what it is that you want and kind of embodying the state of that, which is generally love and happiness and connection and abundance, it comes faster. And again, like, if you want your relationship to be better, be the example of love, right? Like, instead of forcing someone else to be who we want them to be, if we are the example, right? Like, giving the thing that you want from your partner or from friendships, like being a good friend will make other people be good friends to you. Being generous or being appreciative or being patient with your partner is what will make them stop and go, wow, like, she's inspiring me to be better. Like, you can be the person who is the common denominator in every area of your life, who can inspire greatness in every single person's life just by being a more loving, kind, patient person. That is the trick. And that will slowly, like, build the most beautiful garden that is your dream life. So, okay, that's it. This is longer than I expected it to be, but that's okay. I hope everyone is having a beautiful holiday, spending time with family. We tried to go to the Getty today and it was booked up. So I love hearing that everyone is out and about living their best life. Sending love to everyone. Happy holidays and God bless.